All right, everybody, we want to welcome you to our Tuesday night business presentation for Karatbars International. And my name is Scott Nelson, and I am your host here tonight every Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Pacific. We have this special Tuesday evening webinar. This is for people that are in our organization. We've grown now to about 3,000 people. We're excited because things are changing so very dramatically, and I really believe that over these next 2 to 3 months, over September, October, November, and December, I don't know that we're going to see the same world that we have known for all the years that you or I have been alive. I think we are in the middle of a global financial meltdown. As we watch the things that are going on in the world today, it's just absolutely mind-boggling to see how you can't hardly open any sort of website. Doesn't matter whether it's MSN or CNN or Fox or some of the mainstream media sites, and you can just sense in the articles and the things that are being written that the world's not the same. And as much as the mainstream media and the banksters, the elite, would like you to believe that things are okay, even though they will admit that things are on very unsteady ground and things are shaking a little bit, we keep getting one lie after another. That they put out, like our unemployment rate in the United States being 5.1%, when even some of the mainstream media stations, news stations, radio stations, and newspapers have said that if you added back in all of the full-time jobs that have been turned into part-time jobs, if you took all of the people that have stopped looking for a job and you added everything back in, the unemployment rate, the real unemployment rate, would be approaching about 25% in the United States. So, this has created a major amount of fear. This has created a major amount of confusion. People don't know what to believe. And what we're going to talk about, and we're going to share some different news notes here during this presentation, but what we're going to be talking about is a company that is giving all of us and all of your friends and all of your family members an opportunity to literally create a solution. See, it's not about complaining and about realizing that we have a major financial meltdown that's going on. It's really about the questions that we have to ask ourselves is, how are we going to change what's happening in the world? How can we affect the events that are going down each and every day now? How can we create solutions to the problems, to the worldwide debt and currency and savings crisis? And you look at that last word there, savings crisis, the last two words, and it really is a savings crisis that we are in, because when I was brought up, when I had my first newspaper route, my father, whenever I would go out and do my collections, and whether I had $30 or $20 or $50 from my newspaper route, he would always put me in the car and he would take me down to the bank. And back then we had a thing called a passbook savings account. And I remember that he taught me when I was a very young 8-year-old boy to pay yourself first, to take the first 20% of every single dollar and put it into something and don't touch it. Well, what's happened over the last 50 years? When you start looking at the world that we live in, you got to ask yourself, why are only 7% of all Americans saving? You have to wonder. And if you look back at your own life, whether you're 50 or 60 or 80, it doesn't make any difference. Look at where you might be, or I might be, or your self, look in the mirror, and ask yourself that when you had your first job, whether you were like me, carrying newspapers when you were 8, 9, 10 years old, maybe you didn't have your first job till you were a senior in high school when you were 16 or whatever, where you could legally work and get paid. But just think, all those years that you've worked for a paycheck, if you were to have taken 20% of every dollar, would you be in a different position today? And I think that we would all probably unanimously answer absolutely. We would be in a completely different situation. Well, with Karatbars, the wonderful thing about Karatbars, I actually became involved with Karatbars back in 2011. Got very serious about Karatbars in October of 2013, so just about 2 years ago. And I've never looked back because I realized that Karatbars was, sure, it was a business. It was a company that gave you and I an opportunity to be able to start our very own online gold business if we wanted to. But most importantly, Karatbars is a company that really truly has had a heart to really help people to learn how to break the problem and giving us a simple solution to solving the debt, currency, and savings crisis. Now, Karatbars International, headquartered over in Germany, in Stuttgart, however you pronounce it. I call it Stuttgart. That may or may not be right, but they began operations as Karatbars International in April of 2011, and they are currently serving over 120 countries around the world. And of course, we know, and if you're a guest tonight, you probably also know that we specialize in the actual production of small, transaction-friendly 999.9 fineness 24 karat gold bullion. We offer free delivery if you want to have your bullion delivered to your front door. We also offer free storage of up to 100 grams at our safe and secure facilities in Germany. We also have paid storage facilities in Frankfurt, Switzerland, and Singapore for those of you that would prefer to purchase a larger amounts and have it stored for you. Now, I'm a firm believer that in the days that we live in today, if you have a large amount, you probably will be far better off taking the gold and holding that gold physically. I appreciate the fact that Karatbars offers free storage, and many of our customers and affiliates alike do use that free storage while they're accumulating maybe 5 or 10 ounce or 5 or 10 grams of gold, because our business partner is FedEx, and when you ship your gold from Germany to the United States or to South America or to different places around the world, it's about $20 to ship it. So if you buy a gram of gold, let's say for $55 or $60 or $65, you certainly don't want to have them ship 1 gram, let's just say it's $65, and pay $20 on top of that to get it to your house. So many people choose to get maybe 5 or 10 grams or whatever you're comfortable with, and then go ahead and request delivery. Now, our founder is Harold Seitz, and of course, Harold is a great businessman, highly respected leader over in Germany. And his mission has been since 2007, when he started KB Gold as one of the first online gold retailers, was to produce the highest quality gold available and making it very easily accessible to people like you and I everywhere around the world at a price point, literally, that every person can afford. And Harold has been very successful in helping people to really protect themselves and to help them to prepare for the global financial crisis that every single person, especially I've noticed compared to the United States, when Stephanie and I moved down here to Panama back in July, it's amazing that everybody here in Panama is talking about this global financial meltdown the financial crisis that we are living in, that began back in 2007 and is coming very, very quickly to a major crescendo, I believe, over the next few years. And if you aren't prepared and you aren't a little concerned about those that aren't, then there's not an awful lot I can do to help you. If you haven't woken up, and I hope that if there are anybody that is attending this presentation tonight, that if you haven't taken steps to prepare for what's coming, you may say, well, gosh, if I'm going to start saving a gram of gold every week and, boy, and things are going to get worse and worse, then, maybe it's too late for me. Well, I disagree, because nobody except the good Lord knows whether we have another week, another month, another year, another 10 years before we have experienced a complete global financial collapse. And that's really what we're trying to prepare people for. And I think when you watch the presentation tonight, you're going to be very thankful, because I think you're going to see a very unique solution to what's going on. And it's pretty amazing. Experts like Mike Maloney from goldandsilver.com, Robert Kiyosaki, who's the author of many best-selling books, including Rich Dad, Poor Dad, people like Jim Sinclair and Bill Holter, they're all recommending and screaming at the top of their lungs to simply do the right thing, and that's to get out of your paper currency. Doesn't matter whether it's the Canadian dollar, doesn't matter whether it's the US dollar or the yen, the Australian dollar, the euro, and to simply take that paper money and exchange it for real pure gold. And of course, it used to be traditionally, when you went into a gold and silver shop, that it was far too expensive for you and I to buy a large gold coin or bar. But it's not about the change. It really has changed, because over the last 5 years, it will be 5 years in April, that Karatbars International has been doing business all over the world with over almost 500,000 customers now and affiliates that are really taking advantage of what Karatbars has put together and has made something that is really easy to understand. But what I want you to understand, it's not me getting on here. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you that you should definitely buy your gold through Karatbars. That's up to you. It happens to be, I think, the very best way of easily, safely, and securely sharing information with others and using a secure website from the comfort of your own home to simply exchange gold. But what I want you to focus on is not listening so much to what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, because the information and the news that I'm going to share with you are truth. And they're truth because they're not my words. They're actually words from experts, people that have been involved in the currency, the precious metals, and the global economic system for many, many years. And I can also right now show you some numbers that truly don't lie. Since the depths of the Great Depression, all the way back in 1932, the US dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power. But at the same time, gold has soared by over 4,300%. Now, if we just stop right there and the presentation was over right now, just by looking at those first two bullet points, if you were to make a choice between holding on to paper dollars that have lost almost 100% of its purchasing power and comparing it to gold that has grown by over 4,000% in value during that same time frame, is there anybody in the room that could honestly say, gosh, after looking at this, I think we should probably just keep holding on to those US dollars or those Canadian dollars, okay? But the fact of the matter is, sadly and truthfully, history always does repeat itself. And hopefully, if you look back at 1929 through 1932. You look from 1998 to 2001, and then you look at 2007, where this global economic meltdown really began. People think, oh, things have just started over this last couple of years. That's not true. This meltdown, this financial collapse has been going on now since 2007. And you can look here. This is actually a graph that comes from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. So you don't have to say Scott made this really cool graph and I better believe him. But you can see that from the time in 1913 that the Federal Reserve, which is nothing but a bunch of crooks, banksters, and shysters that are printing money out of pure blue sky, and they have caused what we call the debt crisis that we're living in today. But you can see how they have obliterated the purchasing power of the US dollar. In fact, you can see that here we are in 2015, where that dollar that was a dollar actually back in 1913 now has the purchasing power of 2 cents. You know, look at that $10 bill. That's the way the money here in the United States used to look. It was a gold certificate. It wasn't even called a bill. Isn't that interesting? It was a certificate, and you could take that $10 certificate into any bank in the U.S., and they would exchange that for $10 worth of physical gold bullion. But thanks to President Richard Nixon back in 1971, he officially closed the window on a gold-backed currency, and the rest is history. And you can look at this graph. I think this is one of the most powerful comparisons. When you look on the left, 1 gram of pure LBMA 999.9 24 karat gold in 1971 would buy 5 loaves of bread. Okay? Now that same gram today, almost 45 years later, will now buy about 20 loaves of bread. Gold's buying power has increased over time, and that is regardless of the fluctuation of the dollar-based debt system that we live in. But you take that dollar, that $1 over there on the right in 1971, it would have bought you 4 loaves. I do remember I was in junior high, and I remember a loaf of bread was around 20 to 25 cents. But that same dollar today that would buy 4 loaves back in 1971 will buy approximately 4 slices of that bread today. So once again, does this make it more and more clear as to the times that we're living in? It's absolutely changing, and we are providing you all with a simple solution to this growing economic and currency crisis. And what we recommend, you see that paper, we call it worthless fiat currency. Doesn't matter whether it's paper dollars, Canadian dollars, euros, it's all one of the same. There is no real intrinsic value to the paper currency. So we're going to suggest to you that you start to get smart and start to, on a weekly or a bi-monthly basis, every time you get paid, every time you've got some extra money, take 20%. Take 25%, take 30%, whatever you can do and still survive, and simply exchange that paper currency for real pure 24 karat gold. Whether you get it from Karatbars, and like I said, I believe it's probably the best way to get it, safe and secure. It's a product that you can be proud of. We call it a category creator. Each of the bars of gold has its own unique serial number, minted by one of about 50 LBMA, London Bullion Market Association accredited refineries. 24 karat pure gold. People immediately say, what's the difference between what we buy in the coin shops? Well, they say it's 22 karat pure gold, but if you were to go melt that gold or silver down, most of the melts that have been done over the last 5 to 10 years just to verify the purity on the marketplace. I'm talking about gold that you might find in a coin or gold that you might find in a small bar. After you melt it down, most of the testing has proven that the gold that our government, Canadian governments, world governments will tell you that is 999.9 is actually more like 75 to 80%, 75 to 85%. So, one of the wonderful things when you get your gold through Karatbars, you'll never ever have to question the purity. The amounts, the gold comes in 1.01 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram bars right now. So it's easy to barter with, it's easy to trade with, it's lightweight, it's affordable for everybody. You can see over on the right above our attractive Karatbars cards is our brand new Karatbars coin with a 1 gram bar in the middle. And of course, this is an affordable way to be able to get your gold. And we give you a lot of different options. The first time you might want to just make a one-time purchase. I have a lot of people down here in Central America now that are buying 50 to 100,000. I have a lady that's getting ready to buy about $1 million worth of gold. And you can exchange it as often as you like. You can make a special purchase. The company will deliver your gold right away, or you can request a free storage on small amounts. And if you need storage for larger amounts, we can accommodate that. That's completely up to you. We've also instituted a brand new, what we call auto save weekly or monthly plan. And that's where you make a commitment to a minimum of 1 gram or more, and you can exchange a little money each month, or you can exchange as much as you want. And you go in there and you can set up your auto save plan. So automatically on a weekly or a monthly basis, you can have your purchases done automatically so you never miss a beat. We have a lot of people that are starting, especially down here in Panama, because frankly, the natives down here, the people that are born and raised here, they work for a lot less money than we do up in the United States. And so it's really exciting to watch these people here in Panama as they start to get really excited. Tomorrow night, we have our first Spanish speaking business presentation. We have about 20 local Panamanian people that have joined us here in Boquete, and they're going to be doing their first presentation. They have about 15 or 20 guests coming tomorrow night, and it's really exciting to watch these. And most of these people that are joining are between, I would say, 18 up to about 30 years of age, and they're really determined to help the people here, the people that were brought up and raised in Panama and Costa Rica, to learn to save the right ways with Karatbars. And why would you choose Karatbars if you do choose Karatbars? Well, like I said, hundreds of thousands of customers in over 120 countries of the world, been doing business in a proven successful manner since 2011, trusted company, highly regulated by strict German business laws, unique, affordable, small amounts of pure 999 24 karat fine gold bullion produced by only LBMA accredited refineries. You can take a closer look. There's so much counterfeit on the marketplace today. You'll never ever have to worry about that with Karatbars because we refine our gold. We get our gold from the Nadir. That's our primary refinery located over in Dubai. Each of the bars are stamped with the purity and the weight and the fineness. You'll also notice that it's certified with its weight. The Karatbars logo is stamped into each individual bar, certifying the purity and the fineness. Even the card has a QR code, which will give you more information about that gold. And the London Bullion Market Association refineries are so important because they benchmark and they regulate the acceptable requirements of gold and silver through its updated publication of the London good delivery list. It's so important to know these things. And that's a great website for you to take a look at, the lbma.org.uk. You might want to jot that down if you haven't had a chance to go over and review that. It's a great website for you to visit. And the technology of what we do, people come today on Tuesdays, we have a local market and we have a little table at the marketplace. And it's really interesting to watch the face of people when they come over and they look at these beautiful Karatbars cards, the 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram. No other company in our industry has the security features that we have. And I am very proud to present these cards when I show people at our meetings that we do on Thursday nights here and the ones that we get to meet over at the marketplace. It sets Karatbars way, way apart from any others that are selling gold. And the certified gold is embedded into a scratch-resistant laminate. The logo is stamped into the physical gold bar during the manufacturing process, ensuring that any cards cannot be falsified, counterfeited, or copied. A DNA is also located on the gold, so you'll know, and the people, if you ever need to sell that gold, they will be able to authenticate that gold just by looking at it. And a lot of times people ask me, I told you about the difference between coins and bars. It's generally not pure. It's far from it. It's a lower quality. It's 22 karat. In fact, pure 24 karat good delivery LBMA gold is the only gold in the world that is accepted as payment for in full for all debt incurred in any countries of the world. If you want a really great website, and if you're going to do this or you're already involved with Karatbars and you have friends that ask you the difference between Karatbars and what they might buy with a coin like a half ounce or an ounce of gold, go to that Karatbars.com. I'm going to take a sip of water. That's a great website. Karatbars.com. Karatbars.com. It's really great. And you know, when somebody compares Karatbars with other gold, you always want to make sure that you're comparing apples with apples and not apples with oranges. I had a guy come up today at the table and he said, how much, because they're small amounts, how much over spot are we paying with Karatbars? And I said, well, there's no spot on a gram of gold. If you go check out prices of a gram of LBMA gold on the internet, like over at eBay, you'll see different types of gold in 1 gram. You'll see anywhere between $45 a gram up to about $80 per gram. Karatbars, if you buy the 1 gram bar, you'll be looking roughly $60 at your preferred price right now. If you buy it in the 2.5 gram bar, we'll knock the price down to about $56 or $57 per gram. And if you buy the 5 gram bar, which is by far the least expensive way to buy, and that will bring the price all the way down to around about $50 per gram. So you'll save roughly about $10 to $12 a gram if you buy the 5 gram bar. But he said, well, what does that mean if you took the 5 gram bar at $50? There's about 31 grams. I said, it's about $1,550 per ounce. And he said, wow. He goes, that is about a 20 to 25% premium. I said, yeah. But I said, the cool thing is with Karatbars, I have built my business. I don't even pay for my gold anymore. My gold's free. So I don't even care about the price of gold. I said, I love the price being free. There's no better price. Then I asked him, I picked up a silver eagle, and I said, how much do you pay for your silver eagles? And he said, right now when I buy them here at this table, $25 a piece. And I said, and what is the spot price per ounce of silver right now? He thought about it and he said, about $15. So I said, and you're paying $10 over that amount. If you're paying 20 to 30% over spot for pure gold, real pure gold, certified and assayed pure gold, why do you have a problem when you're paying about 70% premium on that silver eagle, which doesn't even have any authentication or any certification that it actually weighs 1 ounce, that it is actually pure silver? So that Karatbars.com website will explain the difference between pure gold, what we call currency grade, and the stuff that's being sold online in coins and bars. And of course, the quality and protection of the cards, we've talked a little bit about the lamination as a certificate of authenticity for the gold that's held inside. We talk a little bit about the heat sealing and the special lamination technology that protects the gold into hot temperatures and extreme freezing temperatures, even the special UV film that will protect the gold, even if you decide you want to bury it in the ground. Okay, now somebody invited you here tonight, and we have a lot more to cover, so bear with me for the next 15 to 20 minutes because we're going to give you some powerful information and a simple 3-step strategy that can change your life forever with Karatbars. So somebody invited you here. See, we do these presentations. The company does 2 live webinars every day, 14 times per week. We just do this on Tuesday night because we believe that you should have a place that you can bring your friends and family members to, people that are really interested in starting to learn the value of protecting their assets and their family and loved ones from this economic collapse. And frankly, when I see 15 or 20 people here, I still shake my head because I can't believe that you that are listening tonight don't have at least a few people that you want to warn about what's going on in the world, to where you could feel very, very happy and confident to pick up the phone at about 5 o'clock Eastern time and say, hey, what are you doing at 8 o'clock tonight? I love you very much, Dad, or I love you, sis. I just want to ask if you could spend about 45 minutes watching a presentation online that I think might open your eyes and give you and your family some hope in protecting yourself from all of the crud that's happening right now in the world and in the global economic system. That's why we do these presentations, so that you can come and your loved ones and friends can come and you can say to them, this is my business partner. This is my senior partner, Scott Nelson. And he takes the time each Tuesday evening to do this because he cares about you and he cares about us. And we want to educate people because this is what Karatbars is all about. So whoever thought enough about you, if you are a guest tonight, to get you the invitation to come out and watch this, is also giving you, or will give you, a link where you can choose to register 100% free as a Karatbars customer or an affiliate. It's very simple to register, and the only difference between a customer and affiliate is, do you want to refer other people and receive a commission for directing them to a presentation like this, or do you just want to protect, hedge, and secure your retirement and your assets and just purchase gold as a customer? Either way you decide to do it, you will be able to sign up for free, absolutely free, with Karatbars. For those of you that want a system that will generate way more than you could ever dream would be generated from an online gold business, if you follow some simple steps, what you're going to see is the key that we're going to demonstrate to success. And that success can be guaranteed by having a simple, easy, and duplicatable system that you can put into place. And the whole strategy, the simple strategy of what we do with Karatbars, is simply to teach others to simply pull The first 20% or 10% or 30%, it's completely up to you. You see, Karatbars is free to join. There is no monthly purchasing requirement, no auto ship. You get your website, your own secure HTTPS website for free, and you can log into your secure website from the comfort and security of your own home or office and simply start to move some of that worthless paper currency and merely exchange it into gold money. You see, we actually get paid to save as an affiliate. We're really kind of addressing those of you that say, I'd love to have some free gold and some extra income. Well, just imagine what it's like to get paid to save and not to spend by simply exchanging worthless paper money, or what we call fiat currency, and taking it from one pocket or bank where they control it and moving it into your own control. You don't actually spend, you just exchange. I can look at the people that are watching this webinar right now, and I could probably guarantee you that everybody could put their hands on a $100 bill tomorrow morning if they wanted to. Maybe you could even put your hands on 1,000 or 5,000. It doesn't matter. But wouldn't you think that it would be a wise thing to be able to exchange that paper into something that has gone up over 4,000% in value in just the last few years? Or do you think maybe you'll keep on doing what you do? Just leave that money sitting over there in the bank, let them have control over it. That money doesn't even belong to you when you put that in the bank anymore, because of the new banking bail-in legislation that was instituted after our last G20 summit. It's out there for public record if you don't believe me. And when you go into your local family bank, or what you think is your local happy town bank, and you give them the money, I hate to tell you that you have now given them ownership of your money. And if they decide they don't want to open, like they didn't in Greece for almost a month, or over in Cyprus or Argentina or Ireland or Zimbabwe or Venezuela, and they go out of business, they will be more than happy to issue you a paper stock certificate that says, hey, CC, if we ever are able to open our doors again, you are the proud owner of 10 shares of stock in the new bank. But CC, don't hold your breath, my friend. We probably will never open again. And you have to make up your mind whether that's something you want to do. And I want to pause the presentation here, and I want to just jump over, and I want to show you, this is a blog called the Economic Collapse blog. This is an article from my friend Michael Snyder from the 6th of September, a couple days ago. And, you know, if you ever question about the bankers, they call them the elite, do you think that they're prepared for the coming economic collapse? If they've done so, why haven't you? Do you think they might know something? It says, why are the global elite buying extremely remote compounds that come with their own private airstrips in the middle of nowhere on the other side of the planet? And why did they start dumping their stocks like crazy earlier this year? How many of you that are listening to this presentation have stock, or have 401ks, or have retirement funds, or have your money in an Edward Jones or a brokerage account? Do you think that they know what's going on? Do you think the elite who own and control the economy know what's going on? Of course they do. They know exactly what's going on. And if they're taking steps to prepare, don't you think that you should? Take a look at this article that I got from a friend today, that was written by Damon Geller. I don't know where he writes, but this is called "The IMF Threatens to Kill the US Dollar." And Christine Lagarde, who heads up the International Monetary Fund, writes in Bloomberg and other sources that the IMF is expected to announce a reserve currency alternative to the US dollar on October 20th of this year, which experts say will send hundreds of billions, probably more like hundreds of trillions of dollars moving around the world, literally overnight. This announcement is expected to trigger one of the most profound transfers of wealth in our lifetime. Bloomberg reports that this decision comes on the heels of China pushing for their own currency to be elevated to reserve currency status. So if you want to protect your savings and your retirement, you better get your money out of US dollar investments and into an asset class that rises above the currencies of the world as they begin to collapse. Now, this is an article that appeared in Bloomberg. So Bloomberg is a mainstream magazine or newspaper article or whatever it is that comes out, very well respected. And these things are there for you to read. But if you don't take the time to do your research, you're not going to be prepared. You're simply not going to be ready, and you need to be ready for what's coming. So, what is a simple solution? Well, let me scroll down here. And really, it's nothing other than 3 simple steps to succeed with Karatbars. If you're looking to do this as a business, I've been a full-time home-based business entrepreneur for the last 21 years. I started my first home-based business back when I was 18, and I am now 59, and I'll be 60 next June. And so I've been around the block a few times, and I can't honestly tell you that I've ever seen a simple business model like Karatbars offers. So what you do if you really wanted to turn this into a very lucrative online business opportunity, having your very own gold business, you would simply start by getting back to the person that invited you here tonight and enroll as a free affiliate, okay? And once you sign up for your account, then you can log into your back office and you can purchase one of our 4 optional business packages. We have a gold, silver, and VIP, along with a very inexpensive entry level called our bronze package. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to start learning how to save the correct way. Now, if you are on this presentation tonight and you are already a customer or an affiliate, if you are not saving and leading by example, by saving a minimum of 1 gram of gold every week. We have many of our team here in Panama and up in the United States that are saving 5 and 10, some even 20 grams of gold every week because they're earning enough money to where they're paying for their gold with their commissions from Karatbars. But if you were just somebody that was a customer or a free affiliate, or if you were a dual team member, if you're going to be a leader, if you're going to be successful, you're going to need to be a product of the product. Okay, so what you're going to do in step number 2 is lead by example. Please don't ever go to somebody that you want to introduce to Karatbars and say to them, hey, Bill, hey, listen, I want you to take a look at this presentation tonight that my senior partner is showing me or showing you, and I want you to join me in this business because I think you're going to really love it. And Bill watches this and he says, hey, Alan, he goes, let me ask you a question. Are you saving a gram of gold every week? Just imagine if you were truthful, and I believe you would be, and you say, oh, no, I don't save a gram of gold. Do you really think that you would have credibility with anybody else that you would talk about? You see, it's like anything else. If you are getting yourself involved in a nutritional business from home, or a beauty or a skincare business or a weight loss product, do you think you're going to be able to have testimonials about how well those products have worked for you if you've never ever used those? Well, all businesses, traditional businesses, network marketing, and direct sales companies are all built on what? Consumption. So with gold, it's no different. If you're going to build a successful Karatbars business, you need to set the precedent and you need to be saving a minimum of 1 gram of gold each and every week. And then step 3 is just to find just 2 other people who are ambitious, who are people who are honest, and when they tell you they're going to do something, they really mean what they say. And most importantly, people who are actually awake and aware of the problems that we are seeing, and they are going to intensify. So these should be people that are awake and that want to work with you and allow you to help them and their loved ones prepare for the difficult times that are ahead. And what you reap from that is incredible financial benefits that you can earn and get paid every week with Karatbars, along with perpetual free gold. And when I talk to people about the price of gold, I tell them that my price nobody can beat because my gold is free. So what should we do? Let's move forward. I don't know why it jumped back there, but that's okay. We can jump right ahead. All right. So there are 2 ways to earn with Karatbars. If you're going to sign up as just a free affiliate, then you're going to qualify for our monthly compensation called our Unilevel. And that means that you can tell as many people as you want about Karatbars. And every single time that some of those people that you introduce buy gold and the people that they tell about Karatbars, those purchases will earn you a small commission, and at the end of the following month, the commissions from the previous month will be paid out on a monthly basis. The dual compensation on the right is our optional program. The Unilevel on the left is free, and there is no purchase necessary to participate in that Unilevel monthly commission payout. For those of you that want more of a high octane potential earnings structure, then you would want to purchase one of our 4 business packages. We have 4 to choose from, and you'll earn weekly commissions through our dual team system, which includes our commission cycle bonuses along with our direct sale commissions. And those are paid out on a weekly basis. And that will require you, if you want to participate, to look at one of the 4 packages, the bronze, silver, gold, or VIP. And of course, there's differences in commission payouts and of course what comes included in the different packages. And I'm going to give you a website where you can review the full compensation plan along with what comes in each of those individual business packages. Your commissions with Karatbars are paid out if you're a dual team member every Friday on that beautiful private label MasterCard Karatbars private labeled card. The wonderful thing about Karatbars is that you can start and you can move at the speed that you want to work with. Okay, some people are sprinters. They want to go out, they want to tell everybody about this. I recommend you be real picky about the people that you choose to work with. Make sure you find honest people that want to help their friends, relatives, and loved ones. Some people, like the gal on the right, are steady. They just go at the same pace. They're kind of like the tortoise, and the guy on the left is kind of like the hare. But if you continue to move forward, you can go as fast as you want, and you can decide how fast you want to reach your goal. Now, the nice thing about Karatbars is they also, let's just say that maybe you're a little bit tight on money, and maybe all you can do is start as a bronze package. And of course, everybody, as they start to earn their income through Karatbars, wants to get upgraded to a VIP package. So Karatbars is very unique. They don't charge you any additional fees to get yourself upgraded. You simply pay the difference between what you bought and what you want to upgrade to. We've had a lot of people that have started as bronze, they've upgraded to silver, and then from silver to gold, and then after they earn their first few thousand, they immediately upgrade to a VIP, and that's a great way to do it. If you can start as a VIP, of course, that's the top compensation level, that's the CEO level of income, and the full compensation plan is available at Karatbars payplan.info, and you can see that at the top underneath the affiliate compensation. That's Karatbars payplan.info, and there you'll get a full description of the 7 different ways that you can qualify to earn commissions through Karatbars, along with a full explanation of the different marketing packages for those of you that choose to purchase one of those optional packages and join us with the dual team compensation. So what should you do? In closing, we've got just a few more things I want to point out, so bear with me for about another 5 minutes. Just simply taking action, getting protected, protecting your family, your friends, your loved ones, your neighbors. Just get started, get involved with us, and we work together as a team and get committed. And remember that Karatbars Advantage is amazing. It's free to open your personal online offshore cash management system. This is where you'll be able to take full control of your money and take it out of the hands of those crooks, the banksters, okay? And give yourself an inflation and bank-proof system using your own HTTPS secure website from the privacy of your own home. Exchange currency and know that your currency is exchanged, that you exchange is backed by gold. Okay, no associated commissions or fee for exchanging your currency or your gold like banks or brokers charge. You can have that gold delivered, or you can request the free storage, and you can exchange as often as you like from the privacy of your own home or office. All right, I want to review just a couple of things before we sign off tonight. I'll scroll back up. First of all, my name is Scott Nelson, and there's my Skype username, snelson48. That's a great way to reach me. If you're going to be joining Karatbars, we have a Skype chat room. We have about 300 members over there. So if you sign up and you send me a contact request on Skype, and just go ahead under contacts and search for snelson48 and then send me a request, not only will I add you to my personal Skype list, but I'll also add you in to the Karatbars chat room. If you have immediate questions and you need to get those answered, you can send me an email. I'm using a new email now. I used to use Spokane Gold Rush, and you can still use that because I do check it on a daily basis. But because we moved down to Boquete, Panama, I'm using a new email, and you can email me at boquetegoldsales@outlook.com. So that's BOQUETE gold sales @outlook.com. That's once again Boquete, that's spelled BOQUETE gold sales @outlook.com. Another thing that you want to review is people ask all the time, what is a Karatbar? And how is it different than other gold coins and bars? Make sure you review that Karatbars.com. And of course, the compensation plan is fully disclosed at Karatbars payplan.info. That's Karatbars payplan.info. And then every night, in fact, here in about another 5 minutes at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific, if you want to hear some of our Karatbars leaders, the presentation that they do online is a bit different than this one. So you might want to jump over there after we finish this in about 30 seconds. You can go 7 days a week, twice a day, 14 times every week at noon Eastern Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is perfect place that if you share this information with your friends and your loved ones, not everybody can come on Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern. Maybe during the day is more convenient. So either of those times are every day. And you can log on by going about 5 minutes before the presentation to karatbarswebinar.com. That's karatbarswebinar.com. I certainly hope that this has been helpful for you tonight. I so much enjoy and appreciate all of you that support the webinar, and this is something that I want to do every Tuesday night. I enjoy doing it. It's kind of a more of an intimate, more of an open presentation, and I want you to know how much I appreciate it. And I hope that everyone that is on this webinar tonight will really make a concerted effort, not just for yourself, but for your entire organization, and as a great example for your family and your friends and your loved ones, to start today by saving a gram of gold every single week or more, but start with a minimum of a gram per day, or a gram per week, I mean, and do that every week. Because you know what? At the end of 1 year, you know what you're going to have? You're going to have almost 2 ounces of pure gold. And that's something that sets us apart, because since we don't have an auto ship and no purchasing requirement, we don't end up having a bunch of garage inventory left at the end of the year that you end up just throwing away. So get started, get back to the person. If you have any questions, you can email me at boquetegoldsales@Outlook tomorrow. All of you that have been on this will receive a recording of this presentation, and that way you can have it to share with your loved ones, friends, and family. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening. We'll see you at the top with Karatbars.